Thank you. Love you too. So tonight, I wish to thank all of you for being here. The reason we switched the order is I have to leave, but I could not avoid being here tonight to talk to you. I have to get back to Freedom House, and I wanted to come here just to speak to you for a short while, to bring some key messages to you. First of all, these elections are important elections for our nation. We have a golden opportunity to break the back of racism in this country. Right across Guyana, people are coming, supporting, and joining our family. People of every race, every religion, every gender. And we'll march forward to a massive victory on the 1st of September and demonstrate to this country that we can overcome racism. We would strike a blow to racism in this country. We're the only party now, when you look at our crowds, it will reflect Guyana. And this has come about largely because we have kept our promises to all the people of Guyana. We have fulfilled every single one of those promises we made in 2020. We have overcome all of the barriers and the hardships and the obstacles. And today, we go to these elections with great credibility. We go to these elections with the only party that has serious plans for the future, plans that you can believe. You know, when we put it down on a piece of paper, that it would actually be implemented. Plans that will change your lives, your children's lives, that will ensure prosperity for all the people of our country. For those who need help, whether it's to build a house, get a piece of land, build a house, or improve their homes, they will get it. For the children of our country, you will get our full support in the next term. Parents, pensioners, every group of Guyanese. You're going to get some of the best health care in the world and world-class facilities right back in your communities. We'll address all of the issues that we have been unable to address in the 5 years, although 2 years were taken away by COVID. We will come back and address them, picking up the garbage, concrete drains, putting lights in your community, security cameras, so we can raise our children in safety. Our families can be united and go out in the evening and have recreation in safe environment. That is the sort of government that we want and the country we want, and only the PPP can deliver that. But to deliver that future, you need the right party in place, and you need the right leaders. And even if you could believe for a moment the plans or the things that APNU is saying, the promises they're making, and you really have to go to the madhouse if you believe what they're saying. Because in 2015, they promised even more and delivered nothing. So, if you for a moment even believe their promises, and you have to then think about capability of leaders to implement plans. Irfan Ali, Mark Phillips, and that's the only real point I came here today to talk about. This man who is on this stage here today as our presidential candidate, who has been our president for 5 years, and Brigadier Mark Phillips, who is now in the Berbice River, speaking at a meeting that we have there. Look at these two individuals and look at the team that supports them. Compare them with the other parties. On one hand, you have Norton, the presidential candidate of APNU. Norton, in his whole career, including in the 5 years under APNU government from 2015 to 2020, never managed even a department of the government, much less the future of this country and the presidency of this country. He had a job, a designation, but not even an office. He spent more of his time at Bam Bam Alley than in the office. That was his office, I was told. And he used to fight with one of our activists, Alicia, all the time, because I don't want to talk about other things about him tonight, although he says a lot of bad things about me. So, Jureta Finance, their prime ministerial candidate, was Nagamutu's secretary. And Ganesh Mahipal, their vice presidential candidate, was a junior staff in the Ministry of Local Government. How could anyone in Guyana put the future of their children or their own futures in the hands of these three people? How could you ever do that? They have no experience in managing even a department of government, much less a country and a presidency with all of its complexities. You have to deal on a daily basis with a whole range of issues. You have to keep the country safe from external aggression. You have to represent us abroad. And none of them have even an iota of capability to do that. And then on the other hand, you have, so there are 4 parties now that are contesting against us that came out of APNU and AFC. Jureta, the Simona Brooms, what's the other one? Amansa Walton, Nigel Hughes, and Norton. They're the same political party, APNU, AFC. And then you have Win. Win has even less experience than they have. The only experience he has is spending his father's money and smuggling gold, depriving the people of this country of large amount of taxes and many other things that you will see will emerge, has been emerging and will emerge in the future. Right now, he has issued a statement, the father, that he did not go to the Venezuelan embassy recently. You know, several US congressmen said he's Maduro's puppet and that they work closely with Venezuela. Recently, the foreign minister had reason to summon the Venezuelan ambassador and ask him, why did this happen? This gentleman poses a national security risk. And he was told by the ambassador that they're applying for a visa to Venezuela. Why are the Mohammeds applying now for a visa to Venezuela of all countries in the world? Because Venezuela does not have an extradition treaty with the United States of America. And the links are being formulated. Watch about it. Watch what will happen over the next few days, because I hope he will deny that too, because there is video evidence of the Mohammeds going into the Venezuelan embassy. But even that apart, how could you put your future in the hands of someone who has never manage anything, who can't read a statement that even if they write it for him, you've seen him perform, can't even read a statement that people put in his hands. He hides from the press. That is the other alternative. And then we come to Irfan Ali and Mark Phillips. Now, starting with Mark Phillips. Mark Phillips has served this country with great distinction. He was the head of our army. He commanded large numbers of troops. Mark Phillips can represent us anywhere in the world with distinction. He is not sanctioned. He can meet with any leader. He's a hard worker. And then Irfan Ali. Irfan Ali came to the presidency with number of years of experience, a young man, academically trained at the highest level, enormous experience at his young age. He had multiple years managing substantial portfolios before he came to the presidency. In the presidency in itself, he has led our country to one of the most prosperous era in our entire history in the last 5 years. Under his leadership, we're the fastest growing economy in the world. We are now the envy of the world. We're achieving great things. We're transforming this country. He has spoken at the UN, is respected by many leaders around the world. He has served us with distinction in CARICOM. He has kept us safe against the Venezuelan aggression. This is what our candidate represents here sitting on this stage. Look at him, young man still, but has all that experience. So the choices are clear when you come. Even if they had plans that you could believe and they don't have any plans for the future, we're the only party. You have to put your future, your children's future in the hands of the experienced people, and the only two experienced candidates we have now are Mark Phillips and Irfan Ali. There is no choice, regardless of who you supported in the past, regardless of your race or religion. That's the only choice we have on the 1st of September. So let us go back to our communities and carry this message. Do not put our children's future at risk. Do not put our own future at risk. These are the only leaders we can support. The People's Progressive Party is the only party that is a national party and will lead this country to that future that we all want. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your full support. Thank you for what will happen on the 1st of September. Thank you very much.
Give it up for the PP! Yes!